everyone. Today I have Fezeka Stuurman with me. She is the CEO of Cultiver Group. So Fezeka, can you tell me a little bit more about Cultiver Group and what it is that you do?
Our organization primarily does social facilitation work in the renewable energy sector and for mining houses as well, so end-to-end social facilitation. And a strong component of that includes capacity building in the underserved communities that we operate in and also the ones that we don't operate in. And so today we're here for our Building Renewable Energy Conscious Communities program. We call it BRECCs for short. And really the vision of that program is to empower young, unemployed youth in underserved communities and providing and raising awareness around the just energy transition. And I think the extension of that is, creating opportunities for young people to enter places of work through internships. And further, what we do through that program is we also run community activation programs, and those programs are run in communities. And so we, in addition to capacitating our young people, we also give them the responsibility of going back into their communities to share the information that they have learned throughout the program. We've got a number of amazing partners on the program, and I mean, one of the reasons we're here as well is Solar MD has been from day one, back in 2022, just giving young people who wouldn't ordinarily have access, to seeing what's happening behind the scenes, and really to see what's happening in the sector as it happens. So Solar MD as a partner, we also work very closely with the University of Stellenbosch, specifically the Center of Renewable and Sustainable Energy Studies. They are our key partner, also been walking the journey with us from day one. We work with a number of organizations, but those are sort of our key and primary partners on the program.
Thank you, Fezeka. I mean, can you maybe just add a little bit on that? Like, why do you think renewable energy sector specifically is so important?
Yeah, it's interesting you asked that question to a renewable energy advocate. I think it's so important for so many reasons, but I think from where we sit, for me, the opportunity that it presents and that we maybe not taking enough advantage of is this opportunity of using it as a lever to leapfrog on all our sort of developmental objectives, not only as a country, but as a continent. And so I think it's quite important just from a capacity building, skills transfer, and of course just from a decarbonization, that from a climate change perspective. But I think from where we sit in our perspective, our interest is in primarily on how we can innovatively use the just energy transition to really ensure that it's just. And for me, the litmus test of justness in an African context is whether or not we're going to be able to take the people that we have along with us. And that's why it's important for me. And I don't think there is an industry that that is so embedded in communities and the realities of communities, and most importantly, an industry that has the opportunity and mandated obligation to really give back to communities who are underserved and are in great need of hope.
Okay, thank you so much, Fezeka. And then, is there anything else you would like to add?
To say again, on my previous point, I think we've done great from a sort of a technological advancement. We've made great strides, and I think Solar MD is a classic case of what technological advancement looks like when you get it right. But I think where we are missing an opportunity is to really innovate around, the developmental aspects of the energy transition. And I think we presented with a beautiful opportunity. But if we don't use the opportunity, we may cry foul in a number of years. So, and I think it's time sensitive. We don't have much longer. The window, I think, is not going to be open for too long.
That is true,
But I do think it's an amazing industry that presents a phenomenal opportunity to really advance developmental objectives, not only in South Africa, but in Africa as well.
Thank you so much. There you have it, everyone. Fezeka Stuurman, the CEO of Cultiver Group.